Hey everyone, it's Lindy. Welcome back to Rainbow Body today. And of course, I'm very excited today to make this video. Happy New Year, happy 2019. This is my first video of the new year and I'm really excited to make it. Now, of course, I could make something that was very time appropriate for the new year. I might still get into that, like tricks to manifest or, you know, just how to keep on track with your resolutions, stuff like that. But I'm always usually much more inspired to talk about things that I have picked up intuitively and through my meditations and spiritual aspects of everyday things. That's kind of more my thing. So that's what I'm going to make the video on today about, is a spiritual aspect of dogs. And we're going to take a look into dogs today and really get into some spiritual aspects of dogs. Because actually a lot of people wonder a lot of things about dogs, like if they have souls, if they reincarnate, and how that works for dogs. So now, like cats or other pets, I could get into as well, but I think I'm just going to really keep it focused on dogs today. So when I was going into my meditation, investigating into this topic, I had a really special experience in my meditation with my dog. Rhino is my dog. I showed a picture of Rhino in that video that is called Unlocking Your Creative Genius. I show a picture of Rhino. He's an adorable Staffy, and he's brought so much love and joy to me and my family's lives. And when I was meditating and looking into dogs, we just had a whole cuddle session the whole time. He was just like snuggling up to me the entire time. It was so cute, you guys. Alright, so before I really get into the dogs, I just want to give you guys a little bit of an update. It was part of my New Year's resolutions, or like my goals and aspirations for this year, to get better and more committed to my YouTube channel. Because I do feel very passionate about making these videos, and I really feel that they do help people, and so I'm really gonna try, guys, to commit to making videos more often and really exceed the amount of videos I made last year. So just know that, and I'm always coming up with new ideas and stuff for these videos. So I don't think I'll have any problem coming up with content, because I have the opposite problem. I have the problem where I don't create enough time in my life to make videos on everything I want to. That's my problem. So I'm trying to up the amount of videos I make. So far this year, a little update is me and my family. So my husband and I, we have really got into tidying up. I don't know if you've seen that show. I think it's on Netflix maybe, but it's called Tidying Up. And we're like, oh, that's so awesome. So we started tidying up this room that I'm filming in. And I just, a spiritual aspect of tidying up is really when you start to get rid of the clutter and minimize that stuff in your house, then it really does, on a mental and heart level, start to free up space and make more space for creativity. You just overall think better, and especially empaths are sensitive to this. So when I tidy up and I declutter, it makes a huge difference. And during the decluttering process, I made some really cool little crystal gardens. I'm going to show you guys real quick. So this is one of the crystal gardens I made. As you can see, there's amethyst in there, and then there's just like it's kind of like an amethyst quartz like combo. I mean, really, amethyst is quartz, but see, I put this little crystal in it, and It's really cute. And then I made one more. Made one more that has an air plant in it, some celestite. It is actually called citrine. Yeah, I think that's I know that. I just it's yellow. Was having a brain fart. A Ganesh, it's called citrine. And then an obsidian tower. And I made that one. So, by the way, if you guys are interested in me making any of these for you, or sending you all of the materials to make these yourself, please let me know in the comment section, because I'm happy to make these for people and ship them to people. And yeah, so let me know. I can talk to you about that further. Also, the last video I made was about conscious jewelry, crystal jewelry that Ryan and I are making. And so I just wanted to bring your attention that I'm wearing my planet necklace today. And yeah, I'm wearing my planet necklace. See? And this is for sale. So if anyone's interested in purchasing, then get in touch with me. And the last video actually has a link to our Etsy shop. And it is on there for purchase. So I just wanted to let you guys know. So that's a little update, and now we're gonna get into dogs and a spiritual insights into dogs that I picked up. So I picked up that dogs, in fact, do have souls, okay, and they can actually choose to reincarnate with humans over several lifetimes, okay. And actually, I didn't ask if they could, like, reincarnate as different dogs through a human's, like, one lifetime. I was wondering about that. I didn't really get that question answered. But I do know that they definitely have souls. And they definitely, their souls tether with human souls. And they can reincarnate with the same soul, human soul, throughout many lifetimes. So that was really cool. And you know, what are dogs' roles in our life? There goes my bird, Reggie. I was kind of upset with Reggie, by the way. This is off topic, but during the tidying up process and getting this room looking fantastic, we got brand new blinds for our window in here, and he chewed a huge chunk out of the blinds, so I was like not very happy with that. But anyway, still love Reggie. He can't help himself. He doesn't know any better, but it's just, you know, frustrating when they do stuff like that. So back to dogs. So, you know, like, what is their role in our lives? Well, of course, dogs are our protectors, okay? And they also help raise our vibration and connect to they raise our vibration in the sense where they help us connect to our hearts and our souls and our inner child. They also teach us to live in the present moment and to enjoy the present moment. So that's what dogs do for us. And of course, they are great companions. They are man's best friend. And there is a reason they say that about dogs, because they really can act as that, and they can really fill a hole in our lives. And I hadn't had a dog since I was young. And getting a dog again in my adult life has been like one of the best decisions I've made. I'm just so in love with my dog. Dogs are amazing. So they really just help us, once again, to connect with our inner child, our hearts, and our souls. And that is how they help us raise our vibration. We also actually help dogs to evolve and grow as souls themselves. So if dogs, if they spend many, many lifetimes as a dog, they can eventually, it's like humans are their stewards and humans are their mentors to kind of help them move and evolve into incarnating as a human being. So I found that quite interesting, is that's the way we help dogs. Of course, we take care of them and nurture them and love them, but we all also help their soul evolve into a more evolved soul, so then they can incarnate as a human being. And yeah, so I found that very interesting, because dogs, and most animals for this, most animals are living in second density, okay, as far as their consciousness is concerned. They are in second density, and human beings are in third density consciousness. So what that means, what separates us from animals, is that we have egos, okay? So dogs don't really have egos, but when they are acting as our pets and our companions, it helps them evolve into the third density consciousness, which is a form of their souls evolving and moving up the tiers of consciousness, right? So I find that pretty cool. And also, I was really interested in looking into what about dogs as they relate to the cosmos and densities, or the spirit world. Well, I got into how they relate to the densities. You know, they're in second density, moving into third density. That's where dogs are at, especially if they're pets. But dogs, actually, in the spirit realm, protect different spiritual realms, okay? So they can be found as guards, like guard dogs, of the gate to the afterworld, or the underworld, excuse me, the underworld. So the ancient Egyptians were familiar with this, and they had a god called Anubis, for example, and Anubis is a dog, okay? And Anubis is like the guardian of the underworld, okay? So dogs are found in ancient origin stories, and they've always been connected to human beings spiritually, not just physically, in this third dimension. They're also very connected to us spiritually. Of course they are. How could they not be if they're reincarnating with humans, and if they're being found in a lot of these stories about the underworld and the spiritual realms. I find interesting about the word dog is if you spell it backwards, it spells God. So that's interesting. So dogs are very much spiritual beings, just like human beings are as well. We're spiritual beings that incarnate into bodies. We're just on a different level of consciousness than dogs are. And then also too, in the higher aspects of spirituality, so the higher spiritual aspects, dogs represent divine masculine energy. And I found this very interesting because not too long ago, maybe some of you guys watch my Sirius videos. I made 2 videos on Sirius, and I was talking about cats and lion beings representing divine feminine energy. And these beings reside in the Sirius, cluster of stars. So dogs represent divine masculine energy, and Sirius is actually referred to as the dog star. So I found that very interesting that, dogs and cats in the higher spiritual aspects are representing the yin and the yang, or divine feminine and divine masculine energy. I found that very interesting. And I think that's all I have about dogs and how they're connected to us, and how, yes, they do have souls, and kind of their soul's evolution and their soul's journey. And And so they are very connected to us spiritually as well as here in earth. They act as our companions. We can teach each other so much. We can learn a lot from dogs just as dogs can learn a lot from us. And I think that just really, helps me love dogs even more. My love has grown for dogs even more since I have found out that they are in fact connected to us very deeply, on a very deep level, on a soul level. So with that, I'll let you guys go, but just know that I am going to really try to up my game with the videos. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate when you guys subscribe and when you like my videos. And if you have any further questions on the topic of dogs, then ask below in the comment section. I look forward to seeing you guys again in my next video. Hopefully that'll be very soon. Sending all my love to you. May the force be with you as always. And love your dogs. All right, bye.